Hey everybody, happy Monday to you. Good evening everybody. Hello. Welcome to my live. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are around the world, whenever you see this. Welcome to my live. My name is Lisa Nadine. For those of you new to my page, welcome to my lives. Hello, Miss Jessica. Good evening. Hello. I am coming to you live from Sacramento, California. The sun is getting ready to go down and all the kids are back from their family reunion. And I just wanted to jump on today and just share a moment with you guys. So please say hello when you come in. Hello everybody. If you catch it on the replay, please just say hello so I can come back and at least say hi and thank you for jumping in and spending a minute of your day with me. I am going to just share some of my thoughts with you. Yes, it matters. It does matter. And what am I talking about? I'm talking about storytelling. The way that you tell your story, does it matter? I was talking with a couple people today and I actually came across this subject a few times. And then when I was doing my going through my Abraham Hicks cards that I got at her convention last year, the one that jumped out today had to do with telling my story. So I decided that I was going to come on and share this with you and share my thoughts with you guys about it and say hello to everybody. So happy Monday to you guys. Hello. Say hello when you come in. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. All right, so yes, it matters Monday. That's what I titled it. And what I'm talking about is everyone has a past and all of us like to tell people, we all eventually tell people about our past and our story. It's our story, our life story. We all have one. Well, I want to read this to you, and it says, I will tell my story as I want it to be. If you let your dominant intention be to revise and improve the content of the story that you tell every day of your life, it is our absolute promise to you that your life will become that ever-improving story. For by the powerful law of attraction, the essence of that which is like unto itself is drawn. It is a must. So we all have a story and we all have a past. And I got really good at telling my story. So good that I could make people laugh about my misery that I endured. I got real good at it. And even though I was physically detached from the situation many years later, I was vibrationally locked into that situation. What do I mean by that? Because as that said, the law of attraction is at work, whether you guys know about it, whether you believe that it is, whether it just is. And it says that which is like unto itself is drawn, which means if you get up and tell your story every day over and over again about all the bad things that happened in your life, that continue to happen in your life, and you can't figure out why they keep happening in your life, it's because you keep repeating the same story. You keep sending out the same vibration, and you're a magnet to those vibrations. So what you send out, don't be surprised when it comes back around and you see it again. It's like going around a mountain over and over again because you keep complaining about the same thing. You know, I've been married 3 times, and the first one was a horrific relationship. And the second one was really good, but the problem was I kept the vibration. So eventually, law of attraction drew that the things that I was most afraid of, it was drawn out in that relationship because it's what I kept repeating over and over again. And it took me 30 some years in the adult world to understand that the words that come out of my mouth and the story that I tell and how I tell it makes a difference about what's coming tomorrow and the next part of the story that's going to be written. So if we can learn to, yes, it's so cool because all of our kids got together for a reunion this weekend, and all of the grandkids got together to see the grandma, and it was really cool because you know, a lot of them had some messed up childhood, won't lie, and it was really good to see how your past does not have to determine your future. And yes, we all go through a lot of crazy things, but if we make a decision and choose to talk about the good things that happened instead of repeating the bad things that happened to us, I think we're trained to look at the problem and fix the problem, look at the problem and fix the problem. The reason that doesn't work is because your problem is on one frequency and the solution is on another frequency. And so you keep running on that same frequency, looking at all your problems, complaining about all your problems, seeing all your problems. You're never going to find the other part of it because it's on a whole different frequency of what you're listening to. It's like a radio station. The answer is on 101.9. Your problems are on 96.1. And as long as you keep listening to 96.1 and focused on that station, you're never going to find what you're looking for. But if we can learn to, I was talking to a friend, a great friend today, and our past is our past. It's what it is. That story is not going to change ever. But the way I tell it can change. And I'm learning to change the way I tell my story. Yeah, we went through some horrific times that I could tell you about, and I'll write a book about it one day, but I'd rather focus on the unity and the bond of love that was built in our family through all those hard times. And this weekend when they all got together, that was proven and shown. And so learn to make a decision that in your past, you actually are going to, when the thoughts come back, your past only exists in your mind. Remember that, okay? And you get to choose which ones you breathe life back into, the good shit or the bad shit. You get to choose that by the words that you speak and the way you tell your story. So if you get to a thought and it doesn't feel really good, it doesn't feel good, find a different thought to share. Not that that stuff didn't happen, but that's not the stuff that's important. That's not the stuff that will bring happiness. That's not the stuff that you want to find around the next mountain. There, I'll just say it. If you are tired of repeating the process that you're going through and you can't seem to understand why you keep repeating the same thing over and over again, even if it's with a different person. I did it for 3 decades. And I never understood why until I read a book called Money and the Law of Attraction. And she explained to me that the reason I kept finding the same thing, even in a different person, was because, yes, I might have physically left that situation, but vibrationally, every single time I told my story, whether I could make you laugh, inside I cried. Inside I was a mess. Inside my vibration was all screwed up. It ain't no wonder that I had people in my life that didn't understand me. Shit, I didn't even understand me. That which is like unto itself is drawn. And what I'm finding out is the more I take to look for the good, and the more I take to focus on the good, and the more I take to not compare everything that's going on in my life now to things that have happened in my past, because I'm learning to tell a new story. Hi, Miss Carrie. Hey, Tammy. Hey, everybody. So, I get it, honey. Trust me, I could tell you some things that are not really good either. And I spent 20 years angry at this man for it. And come to find out, my being angry didn't bother him a bit. The one that it affected me being angry and unforgiving and couldn't move past it, the only one that hurt was me. Because I was the one that woke up angry every day. And when I finally decided to forgive a man who could barely even remember what he did to me, let alone apologize for it, I did not forgive him for him. Please understand that, Jessica. I forgave that man because I was tired of waking up angry every day. I was just tired of it. I was tired. It took so much energy to be angry at him over something that he would never remember, let alone be apologetic for. It didn't hurt anybody but me. And that was a huge turn in my world when I understood that forgiveness wasn't for them. Forgiveness was, I forgave them so that I could quit being angry at them every day. It's not that I condoned what they did. I just quit allowing it. I heard a saying, that which angers you controls you. And I've had to work on that one a lot. But I understand that I control me. I control my reaction. I control that. I can't control how other people act. I can control how I either react or respond to it. And I'm learning to respond rather than react. So I guess what I'm coming on to share with you guys today is tell your story the way you want it to be. Understand, say things in faith and expect your feelings to catch up with them. Feelings are the last thing to change. They are. Because not only do you have your conscious brain, you got your subconscious back here that likes to tell you what to think and feel too. So it is a process to get your feelings to catch up with your faith. But faith is believing in things unseen as if they already are. And if you can practice telling your story the way that you want it to be, rather than the way that it was or the way that it is, if it's a crappy story right now, stop telling yourself the crap every day. Because as you tell everybody else about it, you're telling yourself. Okay? And believe me, your words about your story have no effect on everybody else's life, but they affect yours greatly. So, tell your story the way you want it to be. Everyone has a past, everyone has a story, but you get to choose whether you're going to continue to tell the crap, which means you're going to find that crap right around the mountain again, or you're going to pick the good thoughts, or you're going to pick the lessons, and you're going to pick out what you learned. If you learned something from it, it wasn't a mistake, you guys, it was a lesson. I used to think I made a lot of mistakes. No, they weren't. I was just I had a lot of lessons to learn. Yeah. It, so yeah, let it be your dominant intention, which means it is on the top of your priority list to revise and improve the content of the story that you tell everybody every day, including and especially yourself. Law of attraction is always working, always. Most of us, me included up until about 18 months ago when I said, what? A law of what? The laws of the universe? Hold on, what are those? Law of attraction, law of vibration, what does that mean? Law of vibration means everything vibrates. You are a magnet. Law of attraction says your feelings send out a vibration, which then calls out to the world to bring crap. Oh, I almost dumped my drink. To bring crap into your focus. And people wonder why. We do it by default. Law of attraction is working always. Most of us have done it by default. And I am just saying that let it be your dominant intention to revise and improve the content of the story that you tell every day. And that which is like unto itself is drawn. So if you will start telling a better story for your life becomes a better story. It is law. And I've been working on this and applying this stuff to my life for the last 18 months consecutively. And I'm going to tell you, it works. And what's really, really cool as a mom of 5 kids that went through a crazy childhood, as I get better, I'm watching them get better. And I don't have to do nothing but keep working on me. As children learn what they watch you. I don't care how old they are or where they live. They watch you. And it was crazy because I watched my kids walking into my story. I taught them how to live in it. Taught them how to love in it. And I taught them how to miss it when it was gone. And it was a real eye-opener to me. And I realized that if I wanted different for my children, I had to work on changing my story. But the key was, I had to learn to see where I was going in the middle of where I was. And I had to learn how to hold on to the feelings of the good things that were coming in the middle of the mess where I was. I had to make sure that the circumstances I was in did not overcloud my dominant intention to choose to look for the good and stay focused on the good. Good vibrations out, good juju back. Bad vibrations out, bad juju back. Hey, Miss Brandy, hello, hello. Yes, Tammy, you're right. We are. And Meg, yes, negative attracts negative, positive attracts positive. You're so right. But it took me forever to understand that. In fact, it took me forever to understand it. And maybe it was because nobody really ever introduced me to the laws of the universe and said, Lisa, this is just the way it works. Just like the law of gravity. I don't care if you weigh 2 pounds or 10 pounds, you jump off a building, you're going to hit the ground. The laws just work. The laws of the universe are the same thing, you guys. But what I've discovered with the laws of the universe is that they are a playbook. To me, life is like a big game. okay? You get to choose whether you're going to focus on the crap or find the good. And now I understand the good is a good thing to focus on, because what you focus on comes into your focus. So if you keep focusing on all the crap you went through and all the crap that you're currently going through, don't be surprised in another 3, 6, 9, 12 months, you're still going through the same crap, because you're still telling the same stories. Sending out the same vibration. Inviting back the same crap. And you're doing it by default. You are a deliberate creator, okay? And you actually get to choose. You get to choose what comes next. And it's really cool, because there's this thing called alignment with your higher self. And they say, how do you know when you're in alignment? Because what you want starts coming to you very quickly. And it's really cool when you recognize your alignment, and then you are aware of thoughts and feelings and situations that pull you out of your alignment. And for the first time in your life, instead of getting upset and reacting and responding and giving my 2 cents about how I feel, for the first time in my life, I'm able to go, not my river. That is not my river, Lisa Nadine. Put your oars back in the boat, get back in the middle of the current in your river, and keep going. Learn to tell your story the way you want it to be. Not what you see. Because if you're in a situation of somewhere you don't want, and you keep talking about it all the time, you're going to repeat it. It's the law of attraction. It has to. The law of attraction is not bias. If you really, really want it, you're going to get it. If you really, really don't want it, you're going to get it. And it takes just as much energy to focus on what you don't want as it does to focus on what you do want. So just consciously be aware of what you're looking at in a situation. Make a decision and choose to find the good feeling thoughts, Doesn't mean that they're going to be easy. Just means that when you think about it, you go, yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's good. Ooh, that's going to be a challenge, but yeah, that's good. So, all right, you guys, start telling your story how you want it to be, and be a deliberate creator. You are the creator of what's coming next in your reality, whether you know it or not. And if you watch this live, now you know it. And here's a challenge for you. Don't take my word for it. It's the law of attraction. So, start testing it. Put it into work. And when you get in your car, there's a thing called segment intending. Every minute is a segment. And if you can challenge yourself to go, in this segment, when I get in my car, I am going to hit the green lights all the way. Traffic's going to be great. And I am going to set this intention for this segment. Every time I get in my car, I'm going to hit the green lights and traffic's going to be great. Keep telling yourself that. And watch what happens eventually as you keep setting the intention for the segment. Every time you get in your car for a green light and traffic, watch what happens. Because eventually, the law of attraction is going to catch up to it. And you're going to go running down the road and go, holy shit, you guys, there's no traffic and I have all green lights. Look at that. So, tell your story how you want it to be. Hey, Erin, good evening. How you want it to be, not how it is. And find other people. Surround yourself around people that are willing to dream with you. Remember how to dream. That's what I'm going to close this with tonight. Remember how to dream. Okay? And that's it. I love Aaron, man, you guys. This is where, telling my story how I want it to be. I'm in a company with him, and we're partners together in a business, and every morning when I show up for a meeting, he said, hey, there's the super affiliate. And the first time he said it, I was like, whoa. I got to tell you, Aaron, today when I saw Robert Hollis's thing come up with super affiliate on it, I saw my name. I saw Lisa Nadine run right across that tag. Man, I was like, oh, there it is. I saw it. And that's it. You guys, tell your story how you want it to be, because the law of attraction says, okay. So choose the words that you use to tell your story and create what you want. What do you want? Why do you want it? Make a decision today that as you go forth and share your story of your past and everything with people, I'm not saying you can't tell people what happened, but I'm saying when you weigh out what you're saying, make sure that most of it is all the good things that you can find, okay? Good out, good juju out, good juju back. And that's what you're looking for, guys, okay? All right, everybody, this is my Monday Live. Does it matter? Yeah, it really, really matters. Don't take my word for it. Try it for yourself. It's a universal law. It's yours just as much as it is mine. So hopefully you got some value out of this, you guys. Feel free to share it. If you know people that keep running around the same mountain over and over again. I did it for 30 years. I know that mountain very well. And a year and a half ago, I decided I'm going to climb that damn mountain, and I ain't ever going around it again. And I'll tell you what. I feel like Queen of the Hill. All right, you guys, this is my Monday Live. Yes, it matters. You matter. Your story matters. So make it a good one. Tell it the way you want it to be. All right, guys, till I see you next time. Love from me to you around the world. I'll see you on my next live, you guys. Have a great evening. Bye, guys.